The Dangote Petroleum Refinery is set to begin the sale of premium motor spirits soon, following a recent test run of the product. Industry sources confirmed that the refinery, with a capacity of 650,000 barrels per day, is finalizing plans with the federal government for distribution. According to latest reports, only the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL) will be authorized to sell the Dangote fuel for now. Although the refinery was initially expected to release petrol in June, delays occurred due to a crude oil shortage and a dispute with the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Regulatory Authority, which had accused the refinery of producing substandard diesel. To discuss this, we are joined by Temitope Kolade, Senior Manager and Lead ESG and Climate Change Services at Andersen. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, what are the potential implications of Dangote Petroleum Refinery entering the Nigerian fuel market, and how will it impact fuel prices and availability in the country?
Good morning, and thanks for having me. Apparently, one of the things that we would expect to happen would be the availability of the petroleum products going forward. We can expect that because Dangote is producing within Nigeria, even though the vice president of the Dangote Refinery had already mentioned that if Nigerians are not ready to take it up, they could as well explore exports to other maybe West African countries to start with. And we know already that some of the products of Dangote refineries are going as far as Europe already. But we should expect, again, based on the reports that you've given us, that the NNPCL will take the products and then get it across to Nigerians to buy as consumers.
All right. Could you also share the insight on how this would increase competition among fuel retailers? There are also mentions from Dangote Refinery that should the NNPCL or Nigerian petroleum marketers fail to purchase premium motor spirit or fuel from Dangote Refinery, they will be forced to look elsewhere, possibly outside. How would this stem or indeed bring about competition?
Thank you. And again, the reason why NNPCL is trying to step in to be like a middleman again is that deregulation hasn't happened when it comes to the PMS in itself, petroleum motor spirit. So you would agree with me that to that extent, there is a need to manage the pricing, which is why NNPCL is still trying to be a middleman, right? So really, in terms of pricing, I don't expect anything much to change, except that NNPCL has also now come to us to make it very clear that the burden of subsidy is so much, number one. Two, they are unable to even pay for the products that they've received already. So there is a debt there. So this might be the time when government is saying, you know what? Subsidy really has to completely go, right? So apparently Dangote is not going to sell for less than the market price, for less than the price that would make the company profitable. So it wants to get it out at a price that is good. Does the federal government or the NNPCL, for instance, want to continue to bear that cost of subsidy on behalf of the entire nation? I mean, the jury is out, and we just have to wait it out. But we should expect that pricing would go up. Really.
All right. Anyway, let me also ask very quickly, how will the recent delays, especially in the refinery operations, affect its overall profitability and impact on the Nigerian economy? We do recall that the refinery was supposed to have kick-started in June, and even before that, and now we're hearing that it's ready to go. How will this have an impact on its profitability and, most importantly, on the Nigerian economy?
To the extent that the refinery is a going concern, profitability is a moving thing. So at the best, the profitability that we should be concerned about will just be for the first year. Going forward from there, the profitability should still be good as long as the company continues to operate. I think the bigger issue would be how do we even resolve this issue completely to the extent that Nigerians get the fuel that they need and that the exchange rate problem is solved completely. I think that one of the things that we would get from us having refinery that can supply us the petroleum products in Nigeria now is that there will be less pressure for the demand for USD or other foreign currencies to import fuel, and that would help us manage balance of trade maybe a little better. Again, if you think about it from the point that, okay, maybe there could be some swap of products, crude to petroleum products from the NNPCL. If the NNPCL is taking delivery of the refined products from Dangote, it should help the country in some way as well.
All right. Well, looking at your response so far, so good. I'd like you to quickly touch on this one. What are the prospects that the Dangote Petroleum Refinery will indeed become a global player, looking at the fact that it's about to kickstart? What are your thoughts on that?
It's definitely going to be a global, a very key global player within the refinery industry. Already, we are aware that some of the products that we get from there top quality. The refinery in itself, because it's also new, these things work more efficiently when they are new, when you have, new technology helping to get products out there. So in terms of product quality, and if you also think about the sort of crude that we get in Nigeria is sweet crude, and so in terms of the quality of the things that we even want to refine, it's also about the best quality. So we should expect that there will be that demand for petroleum products from Nigeria, and Dangote, being a business, would want to run most efficiently and most effectively to ensure that it's aligned with global standards. So it's going to be a force to reckon with. 650,000 barrels of crude to operate in a day is also a lot in terms of demand. So there is a lot that Dangote is bringing on board, and I just hope that the issues around the supply of crude to it will be fully resolved, and it will be a continued, sweet story for us as we look at the products and the sort of injection that we get from that industry into Nigeria and the world at large.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Kolade, for joining us here on News Now.
Thanks, Robin.